What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a new review on the channel. Today, we are going to be reviewing the Blue Beetle Khaji-Da GFUEL Flavor. Now, this is supposed to taste like a tamarind or a tamarindo agua fresca. Now, if you guys are not familiar with tamarind, basically it's a tropical fruit that comes from the tamarind tree. And the tree is native to Africa and Asia. And it kind of looks like a pea pod, basically, that's brown. And it has like this almost date type texture inside. It's kind of like a brown sugary paste. I've never actually had one, but I did have a tamarind drink recently. There used to be, during the summer, basically, there's a Mexican food truck in my town, and he actually had one of the drinks. So I had it, and it was pretty good. I mean, it just tasted like a very refreshing kind of like, I don't know, some sort of like a caramel fruity flavor or like date fruit flavor, something like that. But I am so excited that we finally get to taste test it today, and we have the metal collector's box here as well. Also, just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support recently on the new setup video. I really do appreciate it, and I'm super glad that you guys like the new setup. But anyways, guys, this is what it's looking like. So this is the front of the box. You got Blue Beetle, Khaji-Da. I did watch Blue Beetle. It was amazing. Absolutely recommend it. You got that side of the box, and then this one, which is basically just a copy. And then you got that right there. And then on the back, that's what the back looks like. And then you have the top here, Blue Beetle. And let's go ahead and open this baby up. All right. All right, so first off, we have a sticker here. Take a look at that, Blue Beetle sticker. And then we've got the stainless steel shaker. So this is what the shaker cup looks like. There we go. You got the Blue Beetle text right there. You've got this kind of like a baby blue top right there, or just a light blue. And then you've got the GFUEL logo here on this side. And there's really nothing that you can like feel on the shaker that's really raised except the energy formula text. I can kind of feel that with my fingers, but there's nothing like crazy raised on here. All right, and there is the shaker, which is awesome. And then finally we have the tub, and the inside of the box just basically looks like that. It's like a foam insert. Let's take a look at this tub, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Let's get a full zoom in here. All right, so this is what the tub looks like. You've got DC, Blue Beetle, GFUEL, Khaji-Da, Tamarind Agua Fresca, natural and artificially flavored. I love the colors of Blue Beetle. I gotta say, this is like one of my new favorite DC movies in a long time, so absolutely freaking love it. It looks like we do have blue coloring in here, but that is it. So there's really not too much going on in here. So if you look at those other ingredients there, got some more stuff here. And the expiration date looks to be 12/2026. So it looks like this tub was just made in December. Anyways, guys, let's crack this tub open and give it a smell. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. Also, if you guys missed it, GFUEL has went ahead and restocked the sour demonade and spicy demonade. And there is also a limited edition shaker. Now, some of that was, or most of it was only available during the limited stream the other day, but all of it will be releasing soon on the GFUEL website. So the powder is just white. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. That smells very similar to the Liquid Lullaby flavor, which is a caramel apple. So GFUEL is definitely using some of that like caramel flavoring that they've used in the past in here. And that's really all I'm smelling. Not really getting much else, to be honest, in there. So I just emptied the scooper out. I'm gonna take the top part off of the scooper just because I normally don't use that top part. And let's go ahead and get our shaker, which we already have ready here with 16 ounces of water and some ice cubes. And I am going to open this baby up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the color of the Tamarind Agua Fresca, or Tamarindo Agua Fresca. This is what it looks like. It is a nice blue color, kind of on the darker blue side of blues. But let's go ahead and give it a smell and see if it smells any different when it's mixed up. Here we go. Okay, so much less caramel smell, or caramel, when it's mixed up. Not really getting much smell at all, honestly. I don't know. Let's go ahead and give it a go, guys. My friend actually told me about this yesterday, and I didn't even notice, but this flavor has 235 milligrams of sodium in it per serving, which is much higher than any other G Fuel flavor. And tamarind is supposed to be like sweet, tangy, sour, but not really salty. But sometimes it can be salty depending on the recipe or who makes it and stuff like that. The salt definitely leaves a weird feeling in my mouth that I'm not used to with G Fuel, to be quite honest. In terms of the flavor profile itself, I would say it's definitely, think of like a caramel lemon or something like that, or maybe a date lemonade, something along the lines of that, but not too much lemonade or lemon flavor. You know what's interesting is this is kind of like a hydration, kind of, because it has that salt, so it has some electrolytes in it. So that's pretty cool to see. I'm having a hard time deciding if this is something that I really like or I don't. Like, I'm not sure. It's definitely a unique G Fuel flavor for sure. We've never really had any kind of fruit like this, to be honest. Something that is kind of fruity, tropical, and salty. That is definitely pretty unique. Now, when you're drinking it, the salt is not like overbearing or anything, without a doubt. But after I sit for a little bit and I don't take another sip, you start to really get an aftertaste or after feel of like, yeah, I just definitely had some salt. So that is definitely a unique feeling to G Fuel for sure. Unless you're somebody who regularly drinks chili dogs or pickle juice or miso ramen, and then you'll be pretty familiar with that taste. It's definitely got some good tartness or sourness in there, without a doubt. And yeah, for flavor, honestly, I'd probably say something like a date lemonade. If you're from America and you've had dates and you've had lemonade, think of those two mixed together, because it's like it's like lemonade, but a little less lemon flavor, and then add some like caramel notes or like a date caramel robust flavor to it. And that's kind of what I'm feeling with this one. Looking at my tier list and trying to decide right now where I want to put this, this is definitely difficult. The flavor is great. Let me just say that. I love the flavor. The saltiness is kind of, I can't decide if I like it or not. I feel like it's okay, but I'm definitely gonna have this over stuff like Spiced Orange. I'd probably drink this over Owl Potion. Yeah, I'd probably drink it over Contra. I'd probably drink it over just lemonade by itself. I don't think it's better than the Rebel Moon. I think I would probably drink this over Rebel Moon, actually. I think it's just a little bit more unique. The flavor profile is just a little bit more unique. It's quite refreshing. So I'm putting it in good. It's gonna go above Rebel Moon. Is it better than Soda Ice Candy and your things like Mega Man, Cantaloupe, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard because I like the flavor profile. It's just the saltiness that's a little bit odd to me. You know what? I'm gonna bump it up a little bit right now, guys. I'm actually gonna bump it up to above Traveler's Ale. I'm gonna bump it up there. So it's almost gonna get a 7 out of 10 for right now. I think that's where it's gonna go, ladies and gentlemen. And I had somebody ask recently, Shock, why don't you give your flavors an exact ranking or rating anymore? I just felt like they were not being very accurate. Like, I would rank one flavor a 7.7 out of 10, and then I'd do another one, and it would also get a 7.7 out of 10, and just, it was just a lot and too much to keep track of. So I just decided just a simple tier list would be suffice, and to remove the complexity of all the ratings. So overall, my thoughts on the Khaji-Da flavor, inspired by Blue Beetle, Tamarind Agua Fresca, is I love the flavor. It's kind of like, think of a lemonade with a little less lemony flavor, and like a date, think of like a date in there with some caramel notes. And that's kind of what it tastes like to me. But it's also salty. It's got 200 milligrams or 235 milligrams of salt in it for one serving. So it's definitely very unique, without a doubt. I will say that. Definitely very unique. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for using code SHOCK for a discount on any G Fuel products. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.